Welcome back to Day Sports. Round three team lists have come out, so I'll be going over my tips and predictions for the round. Now, round two was red hot, going 7 for 8. Would have been the goods as well if it wasn't for the Dragons getting absolutely pumped by the Finns late Sunday arvo. I think I'm going to get my revenge on them this week, though, so it'll be sweet seeing them get fisted again. So, huge game kicking off the round with the grand final rematch between Penrith and the Broncos. Both of them have been coming off their first wins for the season, as well as some massive outs for both teams. So, you got Big Fish Harris, he's out this round as well, especially for my Broncos. No Reno, unfortunately. So, regardless, I never won't back my boys, so I'm going Broncos 1 to 12 in this one. They got something to prove after last year's grand final loss. I think as well we got the team that can compete with Penrith across the park as well. So if anything, I think they've even got more points in attack or more lethal attack really than Penrith. So Paddy coming in as captain with Reno out, and I was really hoping to see Big Xavier Williamson get a run, but still not quite yet. I think it's really not far until he's going to be in there. So I think it's going to be game of the round at this point, if not really close. So Friday night, off to New Zealand we go. We got the Warriors versus the Big Milk. I'm going to go Warriors 1 to 12 in this one. They got so close against Melbourne last week. Very unlucky there. I don't see them going on 3 though. Raiders curse could get me in the arse on that one, but yeah, Raiders have been looking awfully hot in the first 2 weeks, but I think I've got to back the Warriors here. I think the Wars are starting to click as well with Tua Picky at fullback. They've got Wade Egan coming back into the team as well, which just boosts them even more. Sadly for the Raiders, Hoskin has been kicked back to the bench with Elliot Whitehead coming back in. Not too sure if that's the right choice. I feel like, the way that he's been playing in the last few weeks, he's probably earned his spot in that starting team, but see what Sticky's got up his sleeve there. So Canberra will probably make me really regret this tip, knowing them. They'll fucking go ahead and make it a really gritty game and win, but I think it's going to be a good watch. So Roosters versus the Rabbits. So getting a really weird feeling about the Rabbits in this one that they might finally get a win, but I'm hoping not. I'm going Roosters 1 to 12. So Rabbitohs are in shambles at the moment. Ilias has been dropped with Dean Hawkins coming in. To be honest, don't really know anything about the fella. Pretty sure he was like New South Wales Player of the Year or something like that. No, sorry, New South Wales Cup Player of the Year. It's going to take time for their combinations to click. That's not something that's going to happen in the first game. Jackie Whiten comes into the centre as well, so he's an option for them as well. So the left side attack is looking mighty fine, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, the Roosters as well. They're coming off a pretty tough game against Manly, so I don't think they're really going to do so bad. Manly are too hot to trot right now, so it's not really too much to worry about. So they've dropped Wong because they're just overflowing with quality forwards at the moment. The backs are insane, and I think they're going to give a lot of head noise to the Rabbitohs fans. So you got Teddy popping up everywhere as well. That's just going to give you even more issues. So not sure if they're going to start Terrell May like they did last week, but he's pretty much the second coming of Payne Haas at this point. So on 3 coming up, Bunnies fans. Sorry about that one. Not going to lie as well, though, as far as this week goes, the game that I'm least looking forward to is definitely going to be Doggies versus Titans. So Titans were wildly disappointed in round 1. I'm going to back them, though. I'm going to go 1 to 12 this week, but I'm not overly confident in that with the Dogs at home. So we'll see how it goes. Yes, home sides are a bit more of a safe option, I feel, in this place. They didn't look particularly bad last week, but both are looking to get a win column, though, that's for sure. I like with Foran coming back into the team, though, for the Titans. They kind of need that experience to lead them around. They've had really close games as well the last couple times that these teams have crossed paths with each other as well, but I think Titans are going to get it done. Still no for Feeder or Campbell, but I think Big Tino can lead the boys around for a W. Now, finally, revenge time. Dragons were god fucking awful against the Dolphins, which makes me wonder as well. Do they fluke that game against Titans, or are Titans even worse than the Dragons? So that's what worries me about the previous tip. Either way, Cows 13 plus all day, every day. I hope they put 50 on them. Honestly, I hope they pump them into the fucking ground to snuff out any hopes of a premiership or even a top 8 opportunity there. So Cows have pumped them the last 2 times that they've played as well, which is something that I love to see. The only thing that I do worry about a teeny little bit is the track record at this venue. The Cows are on a roll. They've won 2 games in a row at this point, and I think it's going to take a lot more than Dragons to stop them. Lukey is out injured, which kind of hurts the fantasy team a little bit, but it means that I get to slap in Fina Fuiaki, such a tough name, that one, which is a great time as well. So I wouldn't usually back the Cows this hard, but go on and do me proud, boys. Sharks versus Tigers. I don't think many people are giving Tigers much hope in this one. Sharks are winning 2 on the trot, going Sharks 13 plus. Just way better team all around. And we know how much Sharks love to pump bottom 8 teams as well. So, oddly enough, though, the last 2 games that they've played each other have ended up being 36-12 to Sharks in both of those. So, if you wanted to put a bet on an exact score, that would be the go. Nico will probably have a field day as well, pick up some more daily M points while pumping the Tigers. So, yeah, definitely going Sharkies in that one. Sunday, have a bit of a doozy of a game. We got Eels versus Manly. I'm going to go Manly 13 plus in this one. Or should I go one? No, let's go 13 plus. I'm not buying into the hype around the Eels at the moment, and I really like what I'm seeing from Manly in the last few weeks. Again, I think they've got the forward pack that matches the Eels boys. All the Trebojevic brothers are absolutely firing at the moment. Their backline just gives so many options to DC and Brooks to work with. I think it's going to be a really good watch either way, but another big test for the Eels. Would be targeting the fuck out of Morgan Harper all day as well, because Manly know exactly where he's weak. I think his side's going to have some issues that day. So finally, we got the Knights versus Storm last game on the Sunday. I'm going to be going Storm 1-12 in this one. They're on a roll once again, beating 2 of at least my picks for the top 4 in Penrith and the Warriors. You cannot deny the start that they've had as well. So Knights, they got really unlucky, of course, against the Cows last week. Did look improved compared to round 1, but they're up against very, very tough competition in Storm. Both teams have changes in the halves. Cogger in to replace Hastings, which I think is a good change as well. I think it suits the Knights' play. It's going to open things up a little bit more in attack. Wishart comes in for Hughes with the most BS suspension that I've seen in a while. If you ask me, the ref got in the way, managed to get the ref out of the way, still save a try as well. I don't know what else he was really meant to do, just kind of let him through. Like, what are you going to do? Fuck me, like if Tony Carroll didn't get suspended years ago for one of the greatest flying knees on a ref, I don't think Hughes should be getting anything for it. So even with the out, though, I think their defense is going to be too solid and they've got way too much firepower in attack. Now, my tip of the week, I'm going to go with Nanai anytime, Ronaldo, Minitalo, and Olakawatu to get over for some points at some stage during their respective games. So, who are you going to be back this week? Who are you putting a punt on? Cheers for watching, guys, and have a good one.